Well, what a dope you must think I am.
I think you're rotten.
I think you're swell, so long as I'm not your husband.
Get out of here.
You bet I'll get out of here, baby. I'll get out of here, but quick. So I let her have it straight between the eyes. She didn't fool me for a minute, not this time. I knew I had hold of a red-hot poker, and the time to drop it was before it burned my hand off. I stopped at a drive-in for a bottle of beer, the one I had wanted all along. Only I wanted it worse now, to get rid of the sour taste of her iced tea and everything that went with it. I didn't want to go back to the office, so I dropped by a bowling alley at 3rd and Western and rolled a few lines to get my mind thinking about something else for a while. I didn't feel like eating dinner when I left, and I didn't feel like a show. So I drove home, put the car away, and went up to my apartment. It had begun to rain outside, and I watched it get dark and didn't even turn on the light. That didn't help me either. I was all twisted up inside, and I was still holding on to that red-hot poker. And right then it came over me that I hadn't walked out on anything at all. That the hook was too strong. That this wasn't the end between her and me. It was only the beginning. So at 8 o'clock, the bell would ring and I'd know who it was without even having to think. As if it was the most natural thing in the world.
Hello?
It's a kitty. Phyllison's a kitty. What was he doing up at her house? I couldn't figure that one out. I tried to make sense out of it and got nowhere. But the real brain twister came the next day. You sprang it on me, Keys. After office hours, when you caught me down in the lobby of the building.
Go ahead, Brub. Squeeze harder. You love her, and she's deceived you. You hate her patronizing attitude. She looks down on you. She's impressed with celebrities. She wants to get rid of you. You squeeze harder.
Can you see Mr. Steele's door from your bedroom?
She was standing on her balcony in a negligee.
It was a warm night. My apartment was stuffy.
You're sure he didn't leave with the girl?
Positive.
What was he doing?
I believe he was looking at me.
Considering that you've never met Mr. Steele, you've paid quite a bit of attention to him.
Mm-hmm. I have at that.
Do you usually give such attention to your neighbors?
No.
Were you interested in Mr. Steele because he's a celebrity?
No, not at all. I noticed him because he looked interesting. I like his face.
This is not the right street. Why did you turn here? What are you doing that for? What are you honking the horn for?